Hey guys, so we're about to head out on our camping trip. We've been looking forward to this all week, right? Yeah. So we're not going far this time. We're actually going to a piece of property adjacent to ours where there's a small pond, and we're going to set up out there and enjoy the evening and have a good time. So what are you looking forward to most?
Probably going like camping, just like roasting marshmallows and stuff.
Yeah, roasting marshmallows. We're going to fix pizza over the fire. We got pancakes for tomorrow morning. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time, and the weather's supposed to be perfect. So we hope that you guys enjoy hanging out with us as we go camping. All right, guys, so we're here. We took a few minute ride back through the woods and got back to the place where we'll be camping, and we're gonna get set up, do some dinner. But first, I think we're just gonna take a walk around the pond and we're going to just kind of explore the area a little bit. So does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do some exploring and see what's around here, and then we'll start getting set up. We had some really significant rains here in South Carolina. We're in a part of South Carolina called Orangeburg, and a couple of months or so ago, we had some significant rains, nothing like they had in North Carolina, but caused a lot of flooding. A lot of bridges were washed out in the area. Some dams overflowed or broke, and did a lot of damage. So even around this pond here, we're seeing evidence that it probably overflowed and washed out some of the perimeter of it. But looks like everything survived, and still a lot of standing water here though. You can see over here behind me, maybe. Yeah, you can see back here, there's normally not water back there, but it's probably left over from all that rain and stuff we got. Okay, you wanna come back now? Yeah. So yeah, it's still only February here. We don't want to necessarily fall into the water. Even though it's South Carolina, it's not nearly as cold as it is up north. It's still chilly. So we don't want to get in the water. All right, let's. You okay down there?
Yeah.
You're supposed to stay on your feet.
It's slippery.
Yeah. Causing the ponds to overflow back up because they keep damming up different areas. So he's constantly having to deal with those. Our pond is smaller than this one, so we don't really have those types of issues, fortunately, but I guess it comes with the territory. If any of you guys have any ideas for how to deal with beavers, I'll be happy to pass that along to my neighbors. I like woods like this. I don't know if you could tell on the video really well, but they're dense woods, but there's not a lot of undergrowth. So it's actually nice to walk through. You can hike through these really well. But I like this. It kind of reminds me of Virginia. I grew up in Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. In fact, we used to hike a couple places that are pretty popular on the Appalachian Trail, and this type of forest kind of reminds me of that. It's a lot flatter though. Not nearly as hilly or mountainous down here. Check this out. This tree at some point was affected by a storm or something, maybe broke over, and then it remained alive. That's interesting, isn't it? And then it sent the shoot up and kept going. I bet that puts a lot of stress on that joint right there. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Think you can climb up that? There you go. See if you can climb up. Can you climb up to that, or is it too slippery? That might be a little slippery up there, huh? Especially with Crocs on. Those are not hiking shoes, man. Yeah, maybe we'll come back and try it when you got better shoes.
Yeah. These Crocs don't like have grip for climbing.
No, those Crocs are not good for hiking. They're good for taking out the garbage. That's about it. Okay, so we're going to work our way back over to the campsite and go ahead and get the tent set up. I mentioned earlier that we invested in a few new pieces for this camping trip. One is the tent, and we also got a camping stove to make cooking our pizzas easy. We got a cast iron pan set, or cast iron cooking set. And we also got some cots to sleep on. So we're going to be checking those out as well. Hey, speaking of beavers, check this out. Look at that. That's actually from beavers. Man, that's a...
It looks new.
Yeah, it does look new. They weren't messing around. They try and take out a big tree, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. So evidence right there of the beaver action. In fact, here's another one, I believe. Looks like they cut this one down. Could be wrong, but looks like they got this one. So anyway, yeah, this, like I said, comes with the territory, I guess. It's part of having a pond and being in the woods, but definitely cool. So anyway, we're going to be checking out our new supplies and seeing how we like them, and giving you guys some feedback on those as well, just in case you are looking for some camping equipment and have a trip you're planning. You can either learn from our mistakes or maybe from our good choices. See how we did. So we're going to go ahead and start getting it set up, and we'll get back with you in a little bit. Okay, so we found our camping spot. We're just going to clear off. Well, it's pretty flat right here. It's got some branches and things in the way, so straighten some of this out. This is another tree dropped by the beavers. All right, got all pine cones. One of the things we like to do whenever we're setting up is we'll actually put down a tarp first, and sometimes it helps with some of the dew. One of the things I don't like about camping is when I wake up and I feel wet, where all the condensation has come up. So we're going to put down a tarp first after we get all the branches and pine cones out of the way. And hopefully that'll help a little bit with the condensation, and also with the cots. That'll keep us up off the ground, so that'll be good too. So let's finish getting all this cleared out. You get that, and I'm going to go grab the... Can you get that side, spread that out? Let's put this right here. This will be the front of the tent. All right. So I'll tell you one thing I already am not crazy about this tent is just the size of it. As you can see, it's really big. So, if you're backpacking, trying to create as small pack as possible, this is not going to be ideal. Yeah, you could strap it to your backpack, whatever, but probably not ideal. But for us here, we're able to four-wheel everything in, so not a huge deal. The one benefit is, as you will see, setup is pretty easy. So basically removing a strap and then letting the tent do the rest. So setup is extremely quick. That's about the quickest tent I've ever set up before. So all we got to do now is stake everything down and prop the door open, and we'll be all set. Let's do a quick walk around on the tent. So basically, again, very simple, basic tent, nothing special about it. You can see how you got a straight shot through, so lots of ventilation. We like to put a tarp in front of the door as well, that way we don't track a bunch of debris in when we're going in and out. But for what it is, it's a nice size tent. It was, I don't know, maybe it was less than $100 easy. So it might have been, shoot, I don't know. I'll put a link on it in Amazon. I don't even remember how much it was right now, but it wasn't much. So I'll put a link down in the comments if you want to check it out for yourself, and maybe get one for your next camping adventure. All right, next thing is William's bringing the cots over. This is another new item that we decided to try out this trip. We're gonna put these together and get them slid into the tent. I think there's gonna be plenty of room for them. Like these are definitely camping cots. So they come disassembled and you put them together. So the fabric is basically rolled up, which does make it nice. You can fit it in the backpack easily. And then it has the legs of poles that are similar to how a tent works. So let me set this back up on the tripod and I'll show you how we put one together.
Let's go. Watch the game play. Let's go. Good game. Let's go.
Now, let's try it out. Okay, not bad. This one's mine. You got to do your own. Good deal. So let's go ahead and slide this one in and see how it fits. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. So we'll put the other one together and get that one in there too, and then we'll start getting set up for dinner. All right, we got Williams put together. Definitely went a lot faster with two people working on it. So he's in there nice and snug. As you can see, again, this is not a big tent, but both of these cots fit in a lot better. And how's that feel?
It feels good.
Is it comfortable?
Yeah, it's more comfortable than sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, just in case we missed a stick or a pine cone or over a root, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, while William's gathering some wood, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting things set up for our dinner. We're having pizza tonight, and I actually pre-made some pizza dough for our pizza. So we have fresh pizza dough we made last night, and we got pepperonis, got cheese. What else? We got some onions. So we're gonna make some good pizza this evening, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this new camp stove works. This is from Amazon. It's called Odaland. I guess that's how you say it, but not a name brand necessarily. But I put it together when I got it. We fired it up, and it actually worked really well when we tested it at home. So hoping we have the same success here. So this is basically what it looks like. Just a little camp stove. The feet flip out, and has an igniter here. And let me go get the propane. Okay, so this hooks up to a small propane bottle. It actually has an adapter for different types of fuel, but again, we're using propane. So going to get that hooked up like so. And flip these out. This is what the pan will sit on. So then you have a little nozzle here. Turn this on. That controls your flame, of course. And then, yeah, bingo, that's it. Easy, easy. And adjust the flame. I'm gonna go and get our pot on here. And oil. William, I think the oil's in that Yeti bag, the dry bag there. Can you see if it's in there? Should be in a Ziploc baggie. All right, perfect, thank you.
I go put these over on.
Okay, yeah, good deal. I'll probably put a little too much oil in there. Alrighty, so now the good dough. I'm gonna get this, and I don't know exactly how much I'll need. Let's kind of play with it a little bit. and knead this out. Okay, back at it. So we got the dough all spread, got a little bit of a crust going around it. So we're just gonna let that sit in here and cook for a little bit, and then we'll flip it. All right, while we're waiting for the pizza dough to cook a little bit, we're gonna get our campfire started. One of the things you can do, an excellent way to start a fire, is by using dryer lint. So what I did earlier, my wife saves dryer lint for me so we can use it for fires. I stuffed it in this old paper towel roll, and I'm gonna cut that, and we're gonna use this lint to start our fire. So you can see it's full of lint. So what we're gonna do is start this, ignite this, and then get this going here. The lint is very flammable, and we can also get some of the leaves, of course, and that'll definitely help us get it going. One of the things to keep in mind when you're building a fire is you don't have to cut all of your logs up. You can actually let the fire do the work for you and let the fire burn the logs in half if you got room for that. So a lot of people want to cut up logs and things like that, but you can make life a little easier by letting the fire do that part of the work for you. All right, guys, so it's not beautiful, but it's my first time making a pizza over cast iron. So what we're going to do now is go and put the sauce on it, spread it out, and hopefully that'll cover up the imperfections in my pizza. Actually, this one's yours, William.
What?
Is that enough sauce for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're using this marinara sauce for the pizza. Earlier, I grated out some organic cheese. You like lots of cheese, don't you, Will?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It might be ugly, but I think it's gonna taste good.
Yeah, it's gonna taste good since like all the cheese on it and stuff, and the pepperonis. Are you gonna eat a pepperoni pizza or a cheese pizza?
I'm gonna do both. You want pepperonis on yours?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My hands are slippery from that oil.
Yeah.
If you can, there should be some aluminum foil in the dry bag. Okay, just put a little piece of foil over it. That'll help to trap the heat. Okay, let me put that back. I'll use the same piece for yours. All right, we'll leave it for a little bit, let it heat up. Doing a good job keeping that fire going. Make sure when you put it in there, you don't drop it. We don't want to stir up a whole lot of ashes. Just kind of place it in there, yeah. Nice. Okay, it looks like this one is about ready. And William, you're gonna be the first one to check it out. So let's get this bad boy out of here. Well, some of the crust stayed behind. Get it for you. That is not bad looking. That looks pretty good for a campfire pizza.
Yeah. And it's good since it's like your first time.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Thank you. So here you go, man. You take this one, and I'm going to go and start on the next one. Well, what do you think, bud?
I like it.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is it hot? Yeah, too hot to eat or just?
I just ate the crust piece that fell off. I'm cutting it right now.
Oh, okay. That was good.
Yeah.
Does it taste like it's done all the way, or is it
Yeah.
doughy?
It's done.
Okay, good. So what have you liked the best so far?
Probably eating the pizza.
Yeah.
And making fire.
Yeah, guys, the pizza is a hit. So I would encourage you, if you've never tried making pizza while camping, it's really easy. Just prepare your dough the night before, put it in the fridge in an airtight container, and then keep it cool until you get ready to use it when you're camping. It's actually really easy, right?
Yeah. And if you put it in a plastic bag, put oil in the bag first.
Great point. Yeah, when you put it in the container you're going to store it in, we stored ours in a big Ziploc bag. Make sure you put oil in the bag. You're right, because the dough will stick to the bag. So, yeah, good point, man. Yeah. All right, guys, so let's check this out. It looks like this one's ready too. You see that, William? That looks pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. I'm going to turn this off here. And I get this onto my plate. All right, I'm going to take this over and see how it tastes.
Let's see his reaction.
Better be good or I'm going to be mad at the cook.
What? You're the cook.
I know.
You're going to be mad at yourself.
All right, what's the best way to eat this?
I cut mine first. Did
You
you
did?
cut yours?
What? That's not bad. That's pretty good. How about that?
Yeah, and the bottom is kind of crunchy, so
Yeah.
it's yummy.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. Well, William has figured that it is now time to roast some marshmallows. Because what is a camp out without marshmallows, right, William?
Yeah.
Gotta have marshmallows. You like to light yours on fire, huh?
Yeah.
Well, when you pick a branch to roast your marshmallows, you have to pick wisely. You find one that does too. You see? Well, it's only about 7:30, but it's getting pretty dark because we haven't hit daylight savings time yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of the tent buttoned up so we're ready before it gets too dark. All right, well, we're all secure. We got all the food put away, cleaned up, and now we're just gonna kind of hang out by the fire and enjoy the sounds of the frogs and maybe a cricket or two. I think mostly frogs. And also, it happens that tonight is a once-in-a-lifetime event. Apparently, all the planets, or 8 of them, because, of course, Pluto is now considered a dwarf planet, 8 planets are going to be in line tonight. And you're supposed to be able to see quite a few of them, so we might try to get a shot of that if possible. Of course, we don't have a telescope, but you're supposed to be able to see some of them with just your eye. So we might try to get a shot of that as well. So another thing we picked up are these chairs we're sitting in. They are really comfortable. They're real low to the ground, low profile, which I like, because you can kind of kick your feet out and a little more comfortable, almost like being in a recliner, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The only downside is if you have problems getting up and down, you are having to get pretty low to sit down. So you need to make sure that you're stable, you have good balance. But all the more reason to stay healthy, right? Invest in your health, eat right, work out, get strong, get fit, so that not just so you live a long time, but so you actually enjoy living. You know, there's a difference between lifespan and health span. A lot of people may live a long time. They might live to be, 85, 90 years old, but they weren't healthy the last 15 or 20 years of their life, and they were in and out of the doctor's office, bedridden, can't get around, don't enjoy life, then they might have had a long lifespan, but they didn't have a long health span. So, the goal for us should be to not just live a long time, but actually be able to enjoy living. A part of that is obviously investing in our health. But what's really important is what we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Invest in our families, invest in our relationships, right, William?
Yeah.
And this is something William and I are really, really excited about doing. We're excited about this this new YouTube channel we're starting, just because it gives us an opportunity to get out and do fun stuff like this, and hopefully inspire other people to do the same stuff. Take time to get away from the busyness and all the the things we commit to, and just relax and enjoy nature, enjoy the sounds of the frogs, and enjoy the campfire and those types of experiences. Because these are the things, when you do reach the end of your life, these are the types of things that you'll be able to look back on and say, hey, I remember that. That was fun. Yeah. And I'm glad I invested there. You might make millions of dollars, but at the end of your life, it's not the millions of dollars that are going to bring you comfort. It's not the millions of dollars that are going to tell you I love you, or be sitting beside you in your bed. It's going to be your family, the friends you invested in, those relationships. So we need to make sure we're investing in the right things. And this is what it's all about. I'm glad to be here with my son. I think he's glad to be here with me.
I am.
Hey, he likes the pizza and marshmallows anyway. But we're having a good time, man. This is good stuff. So yeah, loving it. Of course, my wife, and so we have 5 kids. For some of you guys, a lot of you watching probably don't realize that William is the youngest and the only boy. He has 4 older sisters. So yeah, so this is also just some guy time, getting away from all the estrogen in the house. But we love it though. We love having a bigger family. We love having our girls too. They're amazing, and I'm proud of them. My wife's amazing. She's done a great job of being my teammate and just investing in our family. So yeah, so my soapbox. Thanks for letting me talk to you about what really is important. And honestly, we're going to go there. What is most important, guys, is you need to invest in eternity. Again, even if we live to be, 100, right? That's going to seem so short in light of eternity. We need to be investing in what really matters. And I don't know if you're, some of you who are watching, you may not be a Christian, you may not be a believer, but hey, I'll just tell you, spend some time thinking about it, because eternity is a long time, right? So we want to invest in the right things, don't we? But yeah, so anyway, William and I, we're just going to kick back, enjoy the sounds of nature, and enjoy this campfire. Fire's burning through the hole in the middle of the log, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so William and I noticed that whenever we turn off our camping light, that the frogs stop their noise. So let's see if you guys can hear this on the video. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it or not. Hold on one second. Did you notice? I don't know if you could tell in the video or not, but when we turned off the camping light, the frogs, it's like they're on the same switch. They turned off as well. So they'll start back up in a little bit, but they could definitely sense that there was a change in the environment. They all zipped their lips. So. All right, it's getting late, so I think we're going to go ahead and start getting ready for bed, get our teeth brushed and get changed and settled into our sleeping bags and try out these new cots. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to that, seeing how these things sleep. So we're going to get ready to hit the sack. Good morning. It's about 5 o'clock, and didn't sleep really well last night, but I wasn't uncomfortable. I just was awake a lot. This pond that we're near has beavers in it, and throughout the night you can hear the beavers slapping the water with their tails, and it's actually relatively loud. But yeah, the cots were actually pretty comfortable. That worked out well, and sleeping bags did fine. It wasn't very cold last night. Got down to maybe the upper 40s, I believe. So just getting up and getting a fire going, and William's still sleeping right now. But we'll get everything going and get some pancakes here shortly. All right. Well, William's up out of bed now too. He said he enjoyed the cot, that he slept well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was much better than sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And he was saying that he was hearing the beaver slaps last night as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how loud their tails are. Some of you guys may have heard that before, but or heard them before. But man, it was crazy all through the night. You can hear their tails slapping the water and making noise. But fortunately, again, we were pretty comfortable, and William slept good at least. I was up quite a bit through the night, but we're ready to get our day started. Got the fire going, about to make some tea and some coffee to warm us up, and then we'll make some pancakes and sausage and then go for a hike. Sound good? Get a little snack before breakfast. Just don't get full. I need to eat those pancakes. See anything out there?
Mm-mm.
William's looking for beavers.
I can't see anything, but I see some trees like with cuts on them.
Yeah,
from the
beaver
beavers.
marks. Yeah. Yeah, there's one right there. See where the beaver chewed the tree trunk.
It looks like they took that one.
Uh-huh. Yeah. We got. Why are you shivering?
Because I didn't bring warm clothes.
Okay, so one thing we've learned is what?
Always bring warm clothes.
And what did I tell you to make sure you had before we left?
My jacket.
Where's your jacket?
At the house.
At the house. And whose shirt are you wearing?
Yours.
Yeah, so always dress appropriately. Always come prepared for it to be colder than you think it might be. That way you could be comfortable. Fortunately, it's not too bad out here. I think it's already, it's getting near 50, so it's not bad, especially with the fire. But it's chilly. So William's got some green tea that he's going to be sipping on, and I made some instant coffee. Not a huge fan of instant coffee, but it works in a pinch. All right, so finally time for some breakfast. We're gonna get our sausages cooked up first, and then throw some pancake batter in there and make some pancakes. You know, the pancakes, I actually made the batter yesterday, put it in the fridge, and then kept it cool overnight. So easier than trying to mix everything up and make it on site here at the campsite. So. All right, I think we are ready. Try out these pancakes. Let's see how this goes. Elena used to call them panda cakes.
Really?
One of our daughters used to call pancakes panda cakes when she was little. She just turned 20 earlier this week. So, man, time sure does fly by, I tell you that. But we will see how the panda cakes turn out this morning. You know how to tell when it's time to flip a pancake?
Doesn't it have like bubbles at the top?
Yes, the bubbles pop. When the bubbles pop, then you flip it. I didn't stir it before I put it down, but
That's part of it.
hopefully we'll find out, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so our first pancake is ready. William's always our taste tester, so we're gonna pop it on his plate. They look good. I think it should be done all the way, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
You said you want 2 sausages?
Yeah.
Couple sausages, little syrup. That good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me know what you think. All right, man, be honest. What do you think?
It's good because like you can just cut into it with your fork and you don't have to use a knife. Like you can just.
Yeah, that's good. And they're all the way done in the middle?
Mhm.
They're not gooey?
Yeah, they're not.
Good. Good. Did you try one of the sausages yet?
Mhm.
Good. All right, success. So we had good pizzas, good pancakes, good sausage. We're not doing too bad on our food, huh?
Mhm.
All right, good, good. William's taking a walk around the pond while I finish cooking my pancake and eat breakfast. All right, guys, we're getting ready to go for a hike. So we're gonna go ahead and take down the tent, kind of clean up the side a little bit, make sure the fire's all put out. So it's been a good time, hasn't it?
Mhm. Yeah.
So we're going to get that all cleaned up, and then we'll head out on our little hike before we go back to the house. All right, guys, all cleaned up. As you can tell, putting away that tent is definitely more difficult, at least at first until you learn the trick. Definitely more difficult than setting it up. But we finally got it, and I think next time it'll be easier because I could tell what I was doing wrong. But we're gonna go ahead and load everything onto the four-wheeler, and then we're gonna go for a hike. All right, guys, all packed up. Four-wheeler is loaded. And again, it is nice to have a four-wheeler to bring everything in on. So we got all that loaded up. William actually rode his dirt bike. He followed me on the dirt bike. So we're gonna leave those here for now, and then we're going to hike, come back, and go back and see the family. So you ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. What you got there?
A giant pine cone.
Man, that thing is big. As we're walking, there's a lot of deer activity back here. You can see a lot of deer hoof prints, and it's not hunting season, so they're safe right now. So, but lots of hoof prints. You gonna get in the hunting stand? The deer stand?
Yeah.
Our neighbor has a deer stand out here on the power line. William likes to climb up in it whenever we come back here. I see you. There's another pond not too far from where we are. It's probably at least twice the size, maybe 3 times as large as the one we camped on last night. So we'll go ahead and walk up to that since we're out this far already. Pretty out this morning. Find some interesting things sometimes when we walk back through here. Remember what we found last time we hiked back here, Will?
Oh, didn't we find a turtle shell?
Yeah, we found a turtle shell, empty, vacated turtle shell. Something had eaten the turtle, so it was no longer there. But we kept the shell. That was pretty cool.
This one's big.
Yeah, this one's a big one. So, as I said, they had a problem with beavers on this one. This road that we're walking on right here used to continue all the way across there. You could literally drive a car or four-wheeler or whatever all the way to the other side. But now the beavers have dammed up the overflow and the pond is flooded. As you can see, my neighbor was actually building a dock to be able to fish off of, and it is now no longer touching the shore. So he's gonna have to redesign a little bit. But a beautiful, beautiful pond for sure. All right, bud, you wanna head back?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Duck. You go that way over there. Let's spin around. You can see there's a path that goes back that way. If you take that way, you used to be able to circle around and you could do kind of a loop onto the property where we camped. But the pond, since it is overflowed, has cut that off, if I remember right. Does it look like it's still flooded over there?
Yeah.
Oh, it is, yep. Yeah, the pond's all the way across that too, so. Yeah, so can't go that way anymore. May come back here one day, William, and all this will be underwater, because we already have water over there. It's a low area. So I think it's probably naturally wetlands back here. All right, guys, so we are back at the campsite. We're gonna do one more look around, make sure we're not leaving anything behind, make sure we're not leaving any trash. You know, wherever you camp, be it on your own property or public property or a neighbor's property, always leave it in better shape than you found it. So, yeah, we're just gonna look around. Thank you guys so much for being a part of our camping adventure, and I hope that you'll subscribe and catch our next one. We'll be doing one a month at least, and sharing it with you guys online. So, William, good adventure. We'll catch you guys next time.